Welcome to the Rotunda, the longest-running maternity hospital in the world. It has seen the birth of almost 1 million Dubliners, and some 24 new babies are added to that number every day.
This don't feel good.
Is it coming out? You don't want the baby to come out and fall on the ground.
It's a place of extreme highs and devastating lows.
Why not cry?
Agony and ecstasy, all happening second to second. We're there for the most intimate of moments as people experience events which will change their lives forever.
You're going to meet him now. You're going to meet him very, very soon.
Happy birthday!
Events to be remembered and retold for generations to come.
Okay, one more big push there now. Push for me now, push.
I'm here 40 years. The technical services foreman. Technical services is the fancy name for maintenance. I love this old building, you know, and I'm proud that I helped to maintain it for so long, you know. I have 4 children, and we had the 4 children here. And my own wife said it seems to be that they have some mechanism that switches off and they forget about the pain. And she always said that it was only when she was being wheeled in the door of the delivery suite, then she said, how the hell am I have to get myself back in here again?
It's 11 a.m. and Julia and Christian from Poland are anticipating the arrival of their first child. Julia has been having pains with very little sleep for nearly 2 days, and now finally she's been admitted into a delivery suite.
You wanted to do it standing?
Yeah, I was trying to use the gravity, so standing up, hopefully.
I'll just...
Okay. Good.
I don't want epidural because you can't feel most of it. Quite often you do end up having forceps, which I wanted to avoid. So no painkillers, as natural for the baby as possible.
And do you know the sex of baby?
It's a girl.
A little girl. Lovely. Does she have a name?
Probably Tara.
Tara? Oh my God, you never really hear Tara. It's an Irish name. Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, well,
very nice.
We thought made in Ireland, so...
Ah, that's lovely. You get another pain? Oh, okay, you're all right back. So your birth plan, you just wanted kind of to just do your own thing and
I think I just didn't
it's the
anticipate
sleep,
to go
it's the
so
sleep
long.
Sleep deprivation is awful. Like that's what really gets to women more than anything. You getting a contraction?
At that point, I was so exhausted. I said I don't want epidural, but it was 35 hours. I was so exhausted with almost no sleep. It was like I don't think I can push the little one out without any help. So, yeah, I think I cave in.
You definitely have good tolerance to things anyways, you definitely do.
Christian was suggesting I take some more paracetamol instead, because he was so determined I would stay drug-free. I was like, oh yeah, no, you take it. I got the epidural and everything just went,
Moja znów dziewczyna. Baby, how long it is already?
Since the waters broke, I can tell you exactly how many hours it is. It's 35 hours and 20 minutes.
Sorry for my language. Do you know what's the longest labor ever?
I don't actually.
No, I don't know either. That's a Google now.
That's one for Google now. We need to look that up.
Longest labor ever recorded was a Polish girl, Joanna Krzysztonek.
oh,
75 days.
75 days.
2012.
I thought it was like dark ages or something.
I will wake you if there's anything. You two have a little rest. We'll be keeping an eye, okay? I'm just going to pop out to the manager and let her know the story. All right?
Sure.
Ciao, bambina.
Night, night.
Night, night. Oh, gee.
It was 2.5 years ago. I felt pregnant, but unfortunately I miscarried. I'm generally quite a strong person, so yeah, it is definitely difficult, but I don't have this kind of, I don't focus on the bad things if it happens. So yes, it was difficult. But it made me realize, you know, I do definitely want a kid.
Oh, to be a boy.
You were on that day? Yeah. And the placenta everywhere? Yeah. Oh, yeah. She sneezed her placenta and it whacked off the wall?
Yeah. It actually shot across the room.
Blood everywhere, and I was like, this is no help. We can't do anything. She's there going to clean up.
In the intensive care unit, teenagers Malish and James are visiting their premature daughter. Born suddenly at home at just 26 weeks, Harper has had a long, difficult journey over the past 3 months.
We've looked up kind of things around the same thing to see other babies that were born around that time of progress. And we were looking at one yesterday, and there was one like where he cried after 10 days and stuff.
It took Harper 2 months to cry.
It took her 2 months to cry. Like.
My last one was the heart. Like these would be like the days when she's gotten a blood transfusion, she'd get a red bead, and the first time we got to hold her, she got like a glass little love heart and stuff like that. Like, oh, we forgot to put down our first bath. When was that? Last Saturday? Last Sunday? Sunday. What Sunday was that? Hold on.
3 months ago, Malish and James were like any other teenagers, living at home and attending school. 17-year-old Malish had no idea she was even pregnant.
A few days before I had Harper, I just kept saying to him, you're making me fat. It was like, all this food, you're making me fat. And like, I wasn't fat, I had no bump, I was just getting chubby. Like, that was when I first had her. I'd fall asleep and then I'd jump again with the pain. But then when I pushed my own waters open. And my ma literally just heard it. It was literally like someone just got a bucket and flung it upside down. And my ma came out and goes, right, relax, relax, relax. And I was like, my ma's brilliant in situations like that. Like, she really is. Like, she can't see blood, but if it's a serious situation like that, she's like super mammy. And she was like, relax, I need you to relax and everything. And I knew there was something else to come after that. After seeing the waters, I was like, right, there's clearly obviously a baby in me now.
At 790 grams, Harper was smaller than a bag of sugar, so that physical size is a huge shock. She was about 20 minutes old when I met her. She had come in with no heart rate, but responded very well to initial resuscitation.
I got brought into the emergency section. The baby was brought straight upstairs. I didn't even know what sex the baby was at the time. So I was kind of, you're just sitting there and you're just blank.
The one thing we had to ask Malish to do after having that big shock, the best thing she could do for Harper would be express her own breast milk. So that's an awful lot to ask a young girl who, 5-6 hours earlier, just went to bed with not a care in the world, to find out she was in labour, had a baby that she wasn't expecting, who was potentially very sick, very premature, and then you're asking her to express breast milk over the first few days, as well as trying to deal with all of that. As soon as Mum was well enough to get Mum up to hold her, or at least hold Harper's hand, so that it feels real. So it's to try and get them to see the baby's fingers and toes, ears and eyes, and see that this is, albeit very small, very premature, with a long road ahead of them, very much a little person.
Hello.
I've never been around babies at all. Like, I've had little cousins and stuff, but never anyone in the house, or never anyone that I've ever held. Like, so when the baby was born, it was kind of like, what do I do? Like, I'm not used to this at all. Like, but I'm sure everything will go all right. Like, it's just kind of a thing of learning as it goes along and stuff.
Hello, baby. Hi.
Since Harper's birth, Malish has been expressing milk, and both she and James have been taking turns feeding her.
Hi. I see you. You're smiling. Are you smiling?
It was the first day I seen her, it was like, it just took over me then, and every day after, I'm just dying to see her and to hold her, and it's just crazy how happy she can make you be, like.
Harper's health has stabilised, but her prematurity has affected her eyesight. Later today, she will have urgent laser surgery.
It's to help her eyes. If they don't do the operation, she'll go blind. Like, yeah, strong little one.
I started my midwifery when I was 40, when my youngest child started secondary school. People thought I was really experienced and I hadn't a clue. The first delivery, I got so nervous that when I put the gloves on, my hand actually went through the glove. But my hand came out. That was my delivery. But I got it anyway. But I started bawling.
Ladies, I will let you choose. One of this is for two of you over here. Do you want a truffle or you want a white chocolate?
We'll let Hayley decide.
Okay.
That's Polish sweets, yeah.
Oh, hello. No, come in. Ladies first.
Thanks very
Hayley,
much.
I'll let you decide which one you want.
Oh, you're my favourite couple ever. Right, so put them behind your back and surprise me.
No, this one is a white chocolate. This is truffles.
What do you think,
Both
Eve?
of them are lovely.
I'm going to take this one. Thank
Very
you.
well.
You're so nice.
We say thank you with food in Poland.
Yeah, that's major thing for Polish culture. Yeah, we always say thank you with food most of the time, or with alcohol.
Yeah, well, it wasn't appropriate to bring vodka to the delivery room.
Yeah.
And what about Christmas and stuff? Is there like certain cakes?
Oh my God, you would be crazy. Every Thursday, every Christmas. This
Traditional
is
stuff,
there is so much food that for us when we back home, especially for Christmas.
Like a feast.
It's a dying. It's a 3-day diet. No, seriously. Like especially when you have two families, so you go for one dinner, then you're going to another family for another dinner, and then there is always some cakes, some cookies, some a lot of stuff.
Sounds like heaven.
Our families live about 10-minute walk from each other. So we've known each other since we were 6 years old. When I was in high school, and I remember Christian asking me out on...
And she said no.
I said no, yeah.
You okay? You feeling bad?
Yeah, the leg is killing me.
What I'll do is I'll give you a little button and we'll give you some extra boost. So you're going to stay over here.
We bumped into each other on the street here in Ireland around 2004, maybe 5. We both were living in Ireland at the same time. We didn't know about it. We were living in Dublin. And again, Christian asked me out and I said no because we were with someone else. I moved to London. We didn't keep in touch for 7 years. And then all of a sudden he found me on Facebook, end of 2013.
I invited you here.
Yeah, and invited me here for a weekend and I stayed.
Now, this little mess here, I thought we'd see her now.
For me, one of my first loves, I would say, the kids who doesn't really know what love is, but there is some kind of, attraction, I would say, So yeah, it was always definitely something pushing me towards her.
No malutka, wychodź.
Okay, let's see now what's going on. Loads of pressure, I'm really sorry.
How are you? Okay?
It feels like there might be a tiny bit of cervix left. So I think it feels like you're about 9.5. So, there's only a tiny bit there. So guys, we're going to give you that hour. So we'll start pushing, just say quarter to 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up everything so that everything's ready.
Pani wojownik.
Perfect, lovely. Thanks, Lou. Oh, but it's still this Okay, bye.
It's 5 a.m. in the intensive care unit, and baby Harper is being prepared for laser eye surgery in the hope of fixing a dangerous complication of her prematurity.
Like the back of the eye swells out from the oxygen, and then
She can go blind over.
yeah, you can go blind over if it kills it. And when you have to walk away and she's not coming with you, is the part that really hurts you. But it's the love for her. You just have to know that she's in the best place where she needs to be now.
The delicate procedure is carried out by eye surgeon Professor O'Keefe. He has to ensure Malish and James are aware of the risks of surgery.
Phone ringing? Okay. Hello? Hello, yeah, I'm Michael O'Keefe and I'm ringing here from Rotunda, and it's got to the stage now where I think the baby needs laser to protect the retina. So there are risks as well as benefits. There's a small risk of a hemorrhage at the back of the eye, of a cataract. But on the other hand, if we don't do this, there's a risk that the baby will not see it when it grows older. Okay, bye. Oh, well, no problem with consent. Just gonna hold the head very still. It's very good here. So the morphine infusion, everything is working very well. There's a window of opportunity of about 72 hours to treat. And if you don't treat, then it gets harder and the success of treatment goes way down. Looking at the back of the eye, the retina, and I'm lasering that to prevent the ROP from advancing. And we'll put about 600 or 700 laser burns in here in a short time. There is discomfort. We give morphine infusion, we give topical anesthesia, and the baby does move. But on the other hand, you've got to weigh that against the fact of a general anesthetic, having to put the baby to sleep, having to wake the baby up. So we're nearly coming to the end of this eye now. We've nearly done it. The baby's very good now. Baby's only 34 weeks.
Sometimes at a delivery, just after the baby's born, when you catch the father's face and their reaction, it's just amazing to see the joy on their faces. What was the two has now become a little family. It's quite amazing.
For Julia and Christian in the delivery suite, the time has finally come to start pushing.
And huge push down.
Really big
Huge push.
Hard as you
Huge
can.
push, huge push, huge push.
Really, really
Right
hard.
down, you can
Well
do it.
done.
Come on, keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Oh.
Blow out.
Let it go.
And again, big breath in. And huge push again. Come on now, you can do it. Come on, really hard. Right down into your bum. Just imagine you're on the toilet. Push really hard into your bum. That's it, fantastic. That's it, keep going with it. Keep going with it, keep going with it, keep going with it. That's it, amazing.
Brilliant.
And take a break. Just have a little walk over just so I can see a little bit.
You okay?
She's doing that little rocky bit and she'll do that kind of coming down and rocking back, coming down, rocking back.
Okay.
Then she'll just come and she won't come back. And then every push we do, we're nearly out, we're nearly out, we're nearly out.
Okay, we'll go again.
Yeah.
Right, let's do it. Let's
Right
get her around the
back.
curve. Now, big breath in.
Really hard.
And really hard push. That's it, come on, you can do this.
That's it, well done.
Well done,
Really,
come on.
really hard.
Come on,
Keep
babe.
going with it,
Brilliant.
keep going with it, keep going with it, keep going with it. Well done. And again, big breath
Right
in.
back in.
And big push down.
All the way
That's
down
it. Push
into that
all the
pressure.
way into your bunk. Keep
Little
going,
bit
keep
more.
going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Right down, right down, right down. Well done. And again, big breath.
After an hour of pushing, Julia's baby isn't moving down as hoped, and midwife Hayley is beginning to get a bit concerned.
The head is not there yet?
I suppose just because the head's still a little bit high, we can't push indefinitely because we don't want, one, you getting too tired and baby getting too tired. But I do think the doctors might have to come in and give a hand. But me and Eve will stay with you the whole time anyway and we'll still be explaining everything to you.
Doctor on duty, Sorka, is called in to assess Julia's labour.
Right down, right down, keep going.
Well done.
Well done.
Okay.
That's it, fantastic.
Okay. Well done.
Excellent, well
There
done.
is a bit of caput there.
The head was roughly at the same point in the pelvis as it had been when she'd started pushing, so it hadn't come down a huge amount. And at that stage, the baby's heart rate was dipping low. It was recovering, but it was kind of happening after the contractions, which made us a bit concerned that there was some fetal distress and that baby perhaps might not be getting adequate oxygen across the cord.
All right.
Okay, so what I think we should do is I think we should do this in theatre. Okay? And if we use the forceps, they'll sometimes have little marks on the cheek, but they do settle down quite quickly. Baby's head is going to be a little bit misshapen anyway because they're trying to squeeze through a very narrow space at the moment. So we'll just pop the legs down. Because she had been pushing for nearly an hour and a half with the head not coming down as well, that's why we decided to do it in theatre. In the event that if the baby wasn't coming with an instrument easily, that then we would have to progress to a cesarean section.
We're actually right next door, shall we go?
Okay.
Now, are you okay? Come on now, here. So, we're going to pop you here for a moment. We'll get you a chair, and then we'll get you changed. Now, Julia, I'm just going to scan your little barcode on the other side of your hand.
Just hold that in place there.
So we're going to try the salad spoons.
I felt that if there was going to be any instrument that would be successful in helping Julia have her baby, it would have been the forceps. And they're metal, they're clangy, they sound quite scary, and they cup the baby's jawbone, helps guide the baby down through the birth canal with the mum pushing. And we work as a team, really. The mum still has to push.
This is like the sprint finish at the end of marathon, when the legs go to jelly and you've worked really hard. Yeah. But you get the best prize at the end of it all, okay?
I treat that person like she's a family member. I look at her like she might be my sister or my cousin or one of my best friends. And I think to myself that if I can look after her the way I would want to look after somebody so close to me that's really important to me, that I feel that I would never go wrong in the decisions that I make.
We're going to try there, the baby's head is coming down, so we're going to keep going this way.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I think there's one coming. No.
How are you, baby?
Do you feel one starting to build again? Yeah, good woman. Big breath in. Big push down. Come on, you can do this. Really hard, Julia. Really hard. That's it. Come on, keep going with it. Keep going with it. Keep going with it. Keep going with it.
Well done.
Right down, right down, right down, right down. That's it. You're doing fantastic.
Well done.
Keep going with it.
Well done.
Right down, right down, right down, right down. That's it. You're doing fantastic.
Well done.
And again, blow out. And big breath in again.
I remember one of the midwives asked me, do you want to touch the head while she was coming out? I was just so freaked out. I was like, no, I just want her out, and I want her out, safely.
Keep that going, keep that
Hard,
going.
you can go on.
Have a look down. You're doing great.
Really hard.
Come nearly here. Hello, missus. She's coming.
She's going to be tall like Teddy as well.
Oh, good girl. 1705. Congratulations.
Well done.
Say hi to your mommy.
You're overwhelmed by emotions, by adrenaline and hormones which go through all your body, so you don't really think clearly.
Happy birthday. She's lovely. She was crying before she was even out nearly. Oh, she's a girly. Now, does she have you wrapped around her finger already?
Oh, yes.
That's
Wow.
fair. She's very cute. Oh, come here. Now, nice and warm.
That was pretty emotional.
Oh, that was pretty emotional.
Whatever happened before happened, and it was just out of your mind. Yeah. No, sorry, I get emotional now. Oh. Yeah. I just wanted to be with her all the time and just be the three of us.
Small pleasures, small measures, who would deny us these?
Five days since laser surgery, Professor O'Keefe is back to check Harper's eyes and see if the sight-saving treatment has been successful.
Babies like this, they survive all the other problems. Their brain gets better, their lungs get better, and they end up very good. But the last thing you want to do is that the baby is then blind. So it's a vital form of treatment because, as you know, sight is a huge and most important part of one's life.
It's the last time you've seen her.
She is massive compared to when I last saw her. I was very impressed.
The last time you've seen her.
No, she's much, much bigger. So She's got a little bit of bruising around the eyes. Yeah. Baby tissue is really good at getting better, so you can see yourself as getting much better really quickly. So Professor O'Keefe had a look in this morning and was really happy with what he had seen. So all he's seeing is signs of regression of that ROP, or retinopathy of prematurity. So that's really encouraging, and he wants to see her again in a week, so we'll have another look at it. Exactly. No, but really happy with how things are going.
Yeah.
Great.
I always had a feeling inside me she's always going to be fine, no matter what. She'll always find a way to get through it, like. And everything that's happened, she's got over it straight away, and she's just such a strong baby. It's crazy, like.
As soon as she's greater than 34 weeks, 1.8 kilos, feeding fully by mouth without the tube and off breathing support, she's good to go home, and I don't think she's a million miles off that. So I make sure to start getting ready for
that's what we're in the middle of doing now.
Yeah, no, it's a long old road.
There will be people out there who'll be like, oh yeah, you're very young and stuff. We don't care for her young, because she, at the end of the day, Harper is the one who's making us proud, and we're like, well look, she's came this long way so far. We hope she'll be out in a few weeks, and she's proven everyone wrong now. I'm ready now to get her home and she's 100% and just cuddle her. That's all I can't wait, is just to keep cuddling her.
Breast milk is liquid gold, they call it. It is hard at the beginning, and babies don't want to latch, and a lot of wee babies, like, they've been in 5-star hotels for 9 months and they've been fed continually. They don't know hunger. It's difficult. But the baby will do it. He hasn't read the book, he hasn't read the manual, you have to give them time.
Just arrived to delivery are parents of 3, Michelle and Aaron. They live an hour from the hospital, and although Michelle's been having contractions for 14 hours, she was slow to leave home.
And I didn't wake Aaron until 3 o'clock in the morning. I woke him up and told him that I was in labour, and he was like, right, come on, let's go to the hospital. And I was like, I'm not going to the hospital yet. I have to have a shower, I have to do this, I have to do that, tidy the house, get everything ready and whatever. And I was sitting here on a gym ball trying to make the contractions come faster, and he was saying, get off the ball, we're miles away from the hospital, we're going now.
Would you like me to get you out, my darling wife?
Walking together on their first date 16 years ago, Aaron was keen to impress Michelle.
I was living in North Wall at the time, Sheriff Street, from the posh part of Marnersport. And so I didn't want to bring her down through Sheriff Street itself, so we went around through the IFC where a waterfall, and I was trying to be all posh, you know. I was from the street, and Michelle, I thought Michelle was posh from Clondalkin. So we kind of, it was funny. And so she came down Sheriff Street. She was terrified, but it was cool. You know, we just started talking, and over a few weeks, we fell in love.
What size were your other babies? 2 of them, the first one was 8'7", and the other 2 were 7'8".
Really? So this will be 8'7" or 7'8", which is fair. Smaller the better.
Yeah. I used to knock at people's doors when I was younger and ask them, can I take your child out for a walk in the pram? Do you want me to bring the child to the shop? Or I'd mind people's kids. I was always babysitting, and, you know, and I always wanted a family. Yeah.
2 of Aaron and Michelle's 3 children at home have special needs.
When I had Bradley, I suppose people say it's a mother's instinct, but when I held him in the labour ward, I said to Aaron, there's something wrong. But he was diagnosed at 4 with autism. So he's fine, he's doing great, he's come on and leaps and bounds, he's 12 now. And then with Taylor, she wasn't diagnosed with epilepsy until 2000. She had a seizure. I went to wake her up for school one morning, and I think she was 3, she was in Montessori. And when I went to wake her up for school, she was just blank staring at me. She unconditionally loved him, you know, you wouldn't change him for the world. Like if somebody came up to me tomorrow and said to me, there's a pill you give to Bradley and he won't have autism anymore, no thanks. He wouldn't be Bradley without his autism.
Is there something inserted into the back that's just an injection?
No, sitting in tube in the back.
Stairs in the back.
Yeah, until the baby's.
We're cruising.
Oh, this is my turn now. Michelle's quite quiet, as opposed to some other ladies. And I'd be like, Jesus Christ, they sound like they're being murdered. And I'm saying, thank God I'm a man. Hands because I do some off-road biking and my hands are killing me at the moment, yeah.
God bless. Has it hard, hasn't he?
Can I get an injection for that?
God love him. Has it bad.
Oh, look, she's got so grown up, Marina.
6, and your ones?
Give you grey hairs, Marina.
What are they now? Like, it must be 14 and...
15.
It's the pink set, Aaron, the first. Aaron, you have the case all upside down. Open the case flat. Like, so my stuff was on one side and the baby stuff was on the other side.
I kind of always feel awkward. I don't know what to be doing, you know? I just try and shut up and just do what I'm told. Sit there, get that, go here.
Just pink sets, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You just say to me, I find it very hard to sit there and watch you, you know, like being in pain and there's nothing I can do for you. And I just said, just shut up then and sit there and just do nothing then. Take my socks off.
That's the epidural needle.
That's what went into my back.
That's what went into your back, up to about there.
Do you know, that's why I didn't...
The first time with Clayton, they gave her the epidural and before it kicked in, Clayton came out. So the second time, they were like, what is the any point? Because the babies...
Fast deliveries.
The minute we got to the hospital, the babies seemed to just like come out.
Oh, there's my water's gone.
That's okay.
Today, Michelle is being cared for by midwife Carla, who was herself a mum of 4.
I wasn't a midwife when I had my first 2 babies. And then I think having my second had a bit of a traumatic experience. Ended up having an emergency section under general anaesthetic. And I remember just the panic of not knowing what was going on. And I wanted to be that voice in the room to somebody to tell them it's going to be okay and this is what's happening. I used to do accounts and I was made redundant and I went back to college to do this. So I thought long and hard.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to...
Carla is having difficulty locating the baby's heartbeat.
I'm going to get you back onto your back for me. Sorry now, because baby's hard to get contact with. Give me 1 second now. Sorry, so sorry, we're there. Yeah. Can I get you to hold that there for me for 1 second? I can just hire this up to try and hear it.
Oh, grand, yeah, nearly there, I'd say. Hopefully. All right?
No, not really. It's ours.
She just must have moved. I think she's after moving right down.
Shall we?
Yeah, she's just doing a whole 180.
I was thinking, what's going on? There's something wrong. We have 2 kids with special needs already, so it's in your mind as well. Even through the pregnancy, you're thinking, you know, is everything going to be all right? And will the baby be okay?
Yeah. I'm going to put the catheter in now as well, all right? So, were your last deliveries, were they nice and calm?
Yeah.
Good.
It's mad how fast things can change, though, isn't it?
I know. I went to put the catheter in and I saw hair, a baby's head. And I just went, okay, so we're going to have a baby now. Very calm,
Has this one got dark hair?
This baby has dark hair.
I told you, didn't I? I said it'd be like Bradley dark hair.
Now, back in 1 second.
Do you want a picture?
Huh?
Do you want a picture?
No, can I see?
I can't. It looks like funny.
What is it?
Huh?
What do you mean funny?
Oh, like a flower.
I said it's like a flower blossom when the baby comes out. I was like, okay, that's a little bit weird.
Was anybody here the night that the place was full and an ambulance arrived and she was very quiet? I looked at her and she was wearing trousers and I noticed there was a big lump in the trousers. And I took them down and the baby had delivered. She said the baby had delivered before the ambulance even arrived and she didn't tell anyone.
In the prenatal ward, Anisha is due her second baby. She had been hoping for a natural birth, but high blood pressure has meant a C-section is now the hospital's preferred option.
Yeah. How long would there be a wait? Probably they will start the section around 9 o'clock. Okay. Shortly after 9.
That's crazy. When we went in and she was like, no, your blood pressure's too high, we can't, you have to have a C-section. The baby's at risk. And we were like, okay.
Anisha and Ali met and fell in love in England. Some of Anisha's family didn't approve of the romance and wouldn't accept Ali as her partner.
He's Pakistani, but he's from a different side, like he's a different caste. My mum was quite chilled out. It was the rest of my family. They said to me that, look, Ali's not the right person, you can't marry him. I remember just phoning him and saying, look, they've said no. I just remember crying on the phone to him.
I'm another state and she's from another state, from Pakistan. That's why
I think that's why
they think maybe, our state, the people is abusing and they don't care people, but, all finger is not same.
Anisha and Ali felt they had to hide their relationship, eventually making the huge decision to leave their family and friends and elope to Ireland.
When we left, it was like, okay, we have to leave everything. Everything, that's it, cut ties. And I just remember we were sitting in the hotel and my phone kept ringing and he was like, answer the phone, don't do that. Like, don't do that to your mum, like, you need to speak to her. And I remember picking up the phone and my mum was crying and I was crying and he was like, should we go back? And I was like, no, we've made this choice now, we need to stay and prove everyone wrong.
In life-changing moments like the birth of a child, Anisha and Ali don't have a family support network to rely on. They just have each other.
Excited and a bit nervous because I'll have my wife first, then baby.
The way me and Ali were treated, we don't want our children to be treated like that. Like, we want them to be able to have that choice and have what we didn't have.
Happy birthday. There you go. Lovely.
Hi.
Thank you. I remember just hearing him cry and I was like, oh, hi. Like, you're finally here.
Just nice and easy, yeah. Just like that. So just you're soothing your baby by putting your hands up to the mouth. Is that all right? Okay. See, it's magic.
Yeah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu an la ilaha illallah.
When a child is born, you read a prayer into the child's ear.
In both ears.
Yeah, in both ears. And it just means that they're...
Like, first, they heard our, azan.
Yeah, the first thing they hear is the call to prayer. And...
Hi.
For the past few hours, Anisha's mom in England has been waiting anxiously for news of the new arrival.
Yes, look gorgeous, funny, ugly, look at me.
No, he's really cute. He's just really hairy. Okay, Mom. I'll let you go because I don't want to wake her up. Because then she'll just be really moody. Okay, I love you. Bye. Bye. Love you. Bye. When you have children, your focus diverts to them because they don't have anybody but you. Everything changes. Like you're not so selfish. Like you're more, okay, for my children, like what do they need? What, you know, they have to be happy.
Like your life is over and their life is start.
I have the, like, I can't explain you, but too much.
That's cute. I love you too.
Thank you.
Loser. We love you too. Yes.
Very kind of funny.
It really is.
Oh. Stop.
Was actually killing each other over recently.
Good evening. Sorry, frog in my throat. Sorry, give me a sec. Sorry. Good evening, delivery suite.
Okay, I'm going to have a quick look if that's all right.
It's just over 2 hours since Michelle arrived into the delivery suite, and she's already dilated enough to start pushing.
Big breath in, a big push down for me. Okay, really big push down. Harder, 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 harder. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Great. And again, big breath in and big push down.
It's kind of like not at the 60. I think
It was
I
really
stepped out to go to the
fast,
toilet, and then when I came back, it was just like, right, here we go.
I'd say baby will be born the next 2 pushes.
Really?
Well, the head will be anyway, I'd say.
Oh my God.
We'll see.
Never pushed for longer, I think, than half an hour, 3/4 an hour on the others.
Really?
Like I've
Once the
never...
water's gone.
Yeah, once
That's what
my
happened.
waters...
Your waters just went
yeah.
pop and baby came, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're still smiling.
Yeah.
You're an expert. So big breath in and big push down. Really big push, harder, 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 harder. Keep that going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
When the baby finally gets into the world, it's an experience I would relive over and over again. You can't compare it to anything. Even if sometimes I'm not in the room and you just walk by and you hear a woman give the last push and you hear the cry, it's just, it makes the hairs on your skin just raise. There's nothing like it. It's amazing.
And relax there for a minute now. Okay, baby will be born now, next push. Okay, it's a big push. That's it. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, and relax. Great. And touch baby's head. Yeah.
Easy now.
It was kind of weird. It was like, I don't know, it was because I had never done it on any of the others, and I think I actually done it. I was like, oh, because it was strange, kind of, you know, it was a weird feeling.
Okay, give me a big push, big breath in, and big push down. Harder, harder, harder. When she did that, you could see, I don't know what it is, it's like they get more excited and they deliver even quicker, like, do you know what I mean? They just want to meet their baby. So harder, 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 and relax. There we go. Hello, Papa. Hey, 1823. Hello.
Good girl.
She could have actually delivered the child if I had said to her, do you want to deliver the baby? She probably could have done it herself. Hello, sweetie.
Oh my God.
Well done. It's that anticipation waiting just for the baby to come alive.
Is she all right?
To see that bread of life coming into it. It's like God touches the baby and then the soul enters the body.
You
just needed a bit of a rub, huh? Did ya?
Gorgeous Taylor.
Say hello. Now I'm gonna put her on your chest. I'm gonna cut her cord, right? I'm just gonna bring her over and have a little look. Oh, she's perfect. Perfect. Hey, chicken.
It was like, she's here, and there was no pain, and I actually have her in my arms now, and I couldn't believe it. Okay, gorgeous.
So if you can lift up for me as
It's amazing, isn't it?
do you want to cut the cord?
Oh, I don't mind.
Up to you.
You cut the other three.
So just give me 2 minutes, and I'm just gonna clamp it, and I'll show you what to do now. 1 second. Really go like that. It's very blunt, okay? It's not sharp scissors, and just in between those two, okay?
The first time you done it, you nearly cut off the midwife's finger.
Oh, that was it. Perfect. You cut the midwife's finger off.
Yeah.
Well, I like my
baby,
fingers.
What's wrong? Where's Daddy? I think Daddy's in shock, is he? Is Daddy in shock? Look.
Hey, Papa. Oh, it's okay.
It's okay.
There's no words for it. I love the birth, yeah. The 9 months is a nightmare, and then after that it's just like a battle. You always have to remind yourself of the life, you know, it's beautiful.
Oh. It's okay. You finished now? Come on, Snotters. You got Snotters. Had you got Snotters?
Welcome to the Rotunda, the longest running maternity hospital in the world and the busiest in Europe. It has seen the birth of almost 1 million Dubliners, and some 24 new babies are added to that number every day.
Well done.
Congratulations.
It's a place of extreme highs and devastating lows.
Please cry.
Agony and ecstasy, all happening second to second.
Lovely little fella.
We're there for the most intimate of moments as people experience events which will change their lives forever.
Yeah, the baby's almost out. Come on.
Events to be remembered and retold for generations to come.
Well done. You're okay. Your baby's nearly here. Oh, here we go.
Midwives are crazy. If you had told me before I worked here that they really, really care, I'd say, well, it's a company line, but they really, really care. I see midwives stay 2-3 hours past that time just to make sure that person that they've been with all day has a successful birth, and then they go and visit them up in the Lily Suite, and you know, it really is a genuine attachment. I wouldn't have believed.
Arriving into the day assessment unit at 34 weeks pregnant is athlete Mary Cullen. It's the first baby for her and her partner Mark. The relationship first blossomed more than 20 years ago.
I think we were buddies first, weren't we? We were friends, and then we kind of developed more.
Yeah, I think the feelings were probably stronger on my part at the beginning. Mark might disagree, but I think, probably maybe when we were 16, 17, I really liked him. And yeah, I think I did kind of think I'd spend the rest of my life with him, which sounds a bit mad.
Both of us were runners and kind of moved along with each other through running and went to America together with running.
I went to championships like the European Championships, World Championships, and I won a European bronze medal in 2009 and broke one of Sonia O'Sullivan's Irish records for indoors. So I still have that record at the moment, but hopefully there'll be an upcoming junior that will take it off me. So I'm 34 plus weeks pregnant, and I'm in today to get steroid injections to help the baby's lungs because I'm being induced this Sunday. There's a lot of emotions going on. There's excitement to meet the little one, and there's also a little bit of apprehension just that everything will be okay.
Mary was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer when she was 8 weeks pregnant. She underwent surgery at Beaumont Hospital, but needs to start radiation treatment as soon as possible, so her baby is being delivered 5 weeks early.
I love that sound. It started off, I guess, July of 2018, where I had this like fullness in my ear and just like deafness as well that just didn't feel quite right. Went to my GP, who did notice I did have a swollen lymph node at the back of my ear. I went into my local hospital and they did a biopsy on the lymph node. That's then when they kind of knew that it wasn't good news, and that it was potentially a carcinoma of some sort. The tumour that they were seeing when they went up my nose with the camera was just the tip of the iceberg. The actual tumour itself was further back in that nasopharyngeal space. So thankfully he was able to debunk part of it, but part of it had to remain there because they obviously couldn't remove it with the surgery that was, I don't even know if you could have had surgery to actually remove the last part because it's so far down, close to my brainstem.
1, 2, 3. Well done.
Balancing the competing risks between the health of the baby and the health of the mother in a cancer case is always very challenging. In this particular situation, her tumour seems to be slow growing, but it is still a malignant tumour, and therefore there is still ongoing risk of spread of the tumour every week that we defer and we wait. So it is therefore difficult to justify keeping a patient like this pregnant beyond 34 to 35 weeks because the benefits for the baby are marginal, whereas the risks to the mother are at least potentially very, very serious.
It wasn't so bad.
Really?
Yeah, it was okay. I'd had a few people had said that they can be.
Yeah, they
that
can,
was okay.
especially, and they can sting for a little while afterwards as well.
That's perfect. Thank you. If they're supposed getting pregnant, before getting this news as well, was all made the whole situation a little bit scarier.
I think if the baby wasn't involved, you definitely would have been getting treatment already.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
It's tough, and especially tough to see Mary go through it. Myself, I'm pretty laid back, and I think Mary helped me be more relaxed because she's very pragmatic about things, so
I'm crying.
I kind of just followed Mary's lead with it. It's no point me being upset when Mary's not too upset about it, so yeah, Mary helped me get through it more than me helping Mary get through it.
He was just so strong through it all. Like even when I had the neck dissection surgery in Beaumont, like he didn't leave my side for the week. And before the surgery as well, we obviously were told that there was a risk of a miscarriage. So that then was just the priority at that point as well. Just that the baby would be okay. So yeah, if it wasn't for Mark, I probably wouldn't have been as strong. A lot of people actually say about us, his parents and my mum, that we're very laid back people. Mark probably even more so than me. So yeah, we just take it a day at a time, and yeah, I think we're going to look to the future and hopefully have a little one to look after in a couple of weeks.
Look at your little bump, huh? You're gonna have a baby.
Expecting their first baby are Brazilian couple Monique and Adriano. Monique's in the early stages of labour, but there's a long way to go yet.
We decided together to go walking the stairs, go up and down. And Adrian was really tired, and I was like,
Jesus
let's
Christ.
go, I have to do that.
I was using the lift already. Oh, Monique,
Meet you
I'll
upstairs.
meet you there.
Yeah.
no.
It's just a joke.
Yeah,
He was
we're
there
there
with me
together.
all the time.
After almost a day of walking the corridors of the rotunda, Monique and Adriano's pacing has paid off at last.
We used to work in a call center company in Brazil.
How are you?
And then I saw like a very beautiful woman and Jesus Christ. I have to start to talk to her.
How are you? I'm Jenny. Nice to meet you. You too. Adriano, what's your name?
Monique. I think he has a very loud voice, then everyone can hear Adriano talking and, hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. Then for me it was like very funny.
Can you hear it? The like.
Yeah.
See that bit when it goes like da-da? Your baby has hiccups.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah, I can feel now.
Oh, yeah?
You can hear the little bit like, you can hear the hiccup in it.
We always wanted to have like kids. And then, 1 year ago, we just started to say like, yes, that's the moment.
Was late night around 11 p.m. I think.
Yeah, always like that.
Yeah,
She
did.
liked to do this stuff late night.
And then I did the test, and then I saw like, oh my God, look, I think I'm pregnant. And he was like, oh, Jesus, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. He was more nervous than myself, I think, so. I didn't expect that the pain was really hard like that. Can I get up now?
Yeah, do you want to get on the wall?
Yeah. So I was like, oh my God. Oh my God, I was starting to dance with you all the night.
I never did like that in my life.
He's Brazilian, but he doesn't
I'm
like.
terrible at it. Yeah. And normally I have to drink a bottle of whiskey to start to dance.
It's not true.
It's not easy.
You are not really Brazilian.
No, I am Brazilian, but I'm terrible at it. But I know I'm very good to play football.
Ah, yeah, it's true.
We're telling them all those little tips, how to get into labour. I suppose walking and keeping upright and the hot curries and putting the partners on a promise.
Does that mean?
Oh, having sex.
In keeping with her medical plan, Sligo athlete Mary is back in the rotunda at 35 weeks gestation. She's been given medication to induce delivery, and she and Mark are doing their best to bring on contractions.
Patience, I think, is sometimes not my biggest quality.
18 hours after induction, and Mary has made little progress with labour. Midwife Ruth is checking if her cervix has dilated.
So it's still a little bit thick. I have to push my finger through to get through it. So, and that's even just one.
That's one
finger.
Okay.
Yeah. That's with it. All right.
Ideally, I wish I was a little bit more dilated at this point, but at the same time, I'm still aware that I'm 35 weeks. So we're playing with a few different cards. So I guess, yeah, still a bit nervous. Just want the baby to arrive safe and sound. I suppose I would like to avoid a C-section, just because I know the recovery can be a little bit more difficult with them, and I suppose I am a little bit aware that I have to go for radiation treatment afterwards.
The disadvantage of a caesarean section is Mary's physical recovery afterwards will be somewhat more challenging, and it could indeed delay her preparation for receiving subsequent radiation therapy.
Are you very emotional, or are you just get this step sorted first before?
I am a little, like,
Yeah.
before I left home in Sligo, there was definitely some emotion. Like I'm funny because I'm like, I'm fine, and then I'm emotional, and then I'm okay again.
Yeah.
To be honest, the kind of pregnancy is been a good distraction from all the
Yes.
other
Yeah, the
cancer
other things,
stuff.
something
Yeah,
to
exactly.
focus on.
Yeah, that's the thing. And like,
You
even
look very
waiting
well.
for-
Do you know what I
I
mean?
know,
Yeah,
everyone
you
says
look
that.
great.
Everyone's
Yeah.
like, you look healthy
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So it's hard to think that there is something else going on, you know.
Okay, I'm just gonna have a little listen.
Over the past number of hours, Mary has been making little progress in labour. An added concern for Professor Malone is that the baby is now showing signs of distress.
We re-examined you. Your cervix is barely 1 to 2 centimetres.
Mhm.
So it hasn't really changed much
Yeah.
in the last quite a few hours.
Yeah.
And for the last hour, we're seeing dips in the baby's heart rate with each contraction.
Okay.
When I'm seeing this level of dips in the baby's heart rate, this far away from delivery,
Yeah.
I think is quite unlikely that a preemie baby is going to tolerate another 4 or 5 hours of labour.
Okay. Yeah.
So for that reason, despite us trying hard with all of the various medications yet induced, the right thing to do is cesarean section.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, no, that sounds good. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks a million.
Okay.
I think once the baby is struggling,
No, you're right.
we tried.
Baby's heart rate started to dip. They suggest that the baby's umbilical cord is getting squeezed. And healthy babies can tolerate squeezing the cord for a short period of time. But eventually, if these squeezing the cord is recurrent, even healthy babies may suffer a lack of oxygen. Now, I'll give you that.
Knife for 47.
Okay, a couple of straights, please. A little bit of stretch now, Mary.
Okay.
Okay. Just that fluid there. Just a little bit of pressure. That's fine. That's enough. That's enough. The baby is great and is lovely and pink and screaming. Mark, can you see? Can you tell what you have?
Little boy.
Little boy. Can you see? There he is.
Thanks very much. Thanks for everything. Yeah. Brilliant.
So, Mary,
Yeah.
congratulations. So let's have a look at this fella. He's a muppet.
Yeah.
Look. He's a lovely colour, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. That's what I was just saying. Like, you know, life throws curveballs at times and you just got to roll with it. And yeah, I definitely would tell people little things, don't sweat them because life is short and life is precious, so just enjoy it.
Hello. He's trying to open his eyes there, he was.
What are you doing? Oh my God, he's so little.
Just out there. You got it?
Yeah. Hey, little guy.
Trying to open up your eyes.
Oh my God, you're so tiny.
What do you think?
I don't know who he looks like.
More like you, but
Do you think?
lips and a nose. The plan was to get this far, get the baby out, and then move on to the next part, which is getting treatment. And then after that, hopefully everything, we'll just move on then, and that's it.
He's like a little old man.
In a way, it's almost been a bit of a blessing. It's even more of a miracle that we've got to 35 weeks and hopefully have a bright future ahead of us.
Yep.
Midwife Nick is the first of 11 midwives arriving on the delivery suite at the start of their night shift.
Well, how'd just a lovely day. Are we as busy on that?
Busy now. We're busy, yeah.
He's been assigned to room 9 to care for Monique tonight.
Is there anyone from your family over here now for
Yeah,
the
my mom.
baby? Your mom?
My mom come
Brilliant, that's great.
in January.
That's great.
She's gonna stay 3 months.
Oh, very good. Very good. That's great. At least, to have help as well.
Yeah,
At home
she's
for the
at
first,
home alone, just waiting. Oh my God,
Is the
what
first
happened?
the first grandchild?
No, my brother has 3 already. It was really different for me because I didn't know that could have a male midwife. It was really nice actually. He's really nice person as well, funny, and we had a really good time together.
What's your name again? Sorry, Nick. Good. Nicholas. It's like in Brazil we have this name, Nicola. I think you don't expect to see that. Because I think more because the name and midwife, like.
Was it hard to pick a name?
Yes, was maybe 2 weeks.
So you definitely wanted to find out what you're having.
I think it's very important to have man and woman doing the same job, and for me it's amazing to see.
Where are you from?
Who?
Which of the Canaries are
Me?
you from? Yeah.
Oh, I'm not from the Canaries.
Why are you from the Canaries?
No, I'm from, do you know where Gibraltar, the British colony?
Oh, right, yeah.
Right beside it.
Where they have those unusual monkeys.
Yeah.
What do they call them?
Monkeys.
No, they're funny monkeys though.
Are they? We call them monkeys.
No, they're different ones than the regular ones.
Well, I know, yeah. I don't know which type of monkeys now.
I don't know, they're different. I just know that there's different monkeys in Gibraltar.
There's quite a few mums in our department, and we say, oh, aren't they so lucky coming in now with their bags? So we love that. And we're like, well, we so don't want any more children. But we just keep looking at them going, aren't they lucky? Now it's all ahead of them, so.
Monique has been in labour for 5 hours. The pains have been increasing in intensity, and it's hard for Adriano to sit by and watch.
I would like to share this pain. I would like to take some pain for myself, but you can't. You cannot do nothing. Just try to say to her, like, breathe. For her husband, it's a big challenge as well. But she's...
You did a great job.
Breathe.
You don't know how it's because that you can
Yeah,
say.
take back, please. Breathe.
You never know, labor is unpredictable and things can change very quick, but you have different things that might tell you that it's gonna be a long night. You're doing fantastic, okay? We're not going to increase the oxytocin anymore because you're contracting very well. You made good progress. You're a very good 3 centimeters dilatation now. Okay, but it could take from now 7 to 8 hours before you see the baby. Okay, I know you didn't like the gas, but the epidural is an option now only if you want to go for it, okay?
It was midnight. I was thinking that I didn't want epidural, that I could hold by myself.
You could have a break, go to sleep, for a few hours and, get a bit of energy back, for pushing. But it's your decision, okay?
We were looking just to try to have everything natural. We checked like 3 centimeters and maybe we'll take like 7-8 hours more with that pain.
Oh God, I was thinking about, my God, just 3, I need 10 and it's very painful already. How will it be like that? Then I asked for epidural. Yeah.
And then when she had this medication, our life changed. I could see my wife again because before was just a person trying to breathe and she couldn't listen, she couldn't talk and nothing. And then when she had this medication, so now I can see Monique and she could sleep and it was amazing to have it.
So we just give you a fresh one here.
Oh, jeez. They said to me, Adriano, we can have a small bed for you. Oh, I started to cry, I think.
Nice. Your camping because they're not very comfortable.
Oh, it is.
No, it's very, very comfortable. Oh my God. Oh Jesus, was amazing.
He was very happy. Oh my God, I can have a bed here.
Yes.
I don't know if you slept. But
Oh, I did.
Oh, great.
We have just reassessed her now, and she's still the same.
At only 6 centimetres dilated after 13 hours in the delivery room, Monique's dream of a natural delivery is slipping away.
Things are going slowly.
Yeah.
You don't expect it to be like 20 hours doing that, and the stress is so high.
Going forever, and the baby's fine. You're quite well. Temperature, you feel comfortable at the very least, but we can't leave it at 6-7 centimeters for forever. Okay.
At that stage, I think she knew herself that at that point that it was going to be a cesarean because her cervix hadn't dilated. Now, I'm going to ask you if you just have a seat here and we'll get you organised in a few minutes, if that's okay.
When she got pregnant, yes, we don't want C-section. Let's go to the natural one.
I was frustrated because I was so close. I think the right decision, it's for your safety and the baby, is the C-section.
This is just Irish tips, Irish tips,
There was very hard as well because you see just half of your wife and a lot of like computers, a lot of medications and a lot of people there, and it's a new experience. You don't know, you don't have any expectation for that, and for me was a very hard moment to see all this kind of situation happening.
Nervous.
Oh yes, I was just, oh my God.
Stretch again, I'm really sorry. Good, so the diameter retractor, please. Right now. Fundal pressure, please, yeah? There's the head, we're just delivering the head.
Lots of pressure, Monique.
Hello.
Oh, here comes your baby.
Good. Yeah, keep going. Come on, baby. Now. Hello. Hello.
Hey, Joe, happy birthday, baby.
10:46.
Now, how are you? Fine. Now I'm just going to show you here on top, baby, so you can see here. Look up, look up, look up.
Hello.
Oh my God.
See, it's a girl.
Hello, Sophie.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
She was there, amazing. It's unbelievable. You don't know what to do. Like, jeez. She has more hair than me.
She's gorgeous.
Brava, bonita, viu?
And after when she born, I was like, oh, it's a new world, new life, completely different, new love.
For a father, it's like 10 months of pregnancy. Okay, you see the movement, you are there all the time, but you are not feeling as the mother, I think. And then it's your time to start to feel as well.
I'll pass her up. So if you just pull your top out, there, and pull it down over the top for you. Yeah, that's it.
I cannot explain what's the feeling. It's something that I never had before, and now I have this thing, and I want to keep this for all my life.
Now you can't really see her there, but it's just no.
Very nice, yes. Oh my God.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Psst. Psst. O que tu tá fazendo aí? Tu é lindona, né?
When I saw Adriano and he was holding her, his t-shirt, I was really, where is she? And she was just inside, and he was like, oh my God, she's here. I think he's the best father ever. And partner.
Tá aqui, amigo. Falei pra ela, não tem tempo.
There's been romances, but they were probably very short-lived at like barbecues or parties. But no, I definitely didn't meet any love of my life here. Not yet, anyway. My husband will kill me, don't put that in.
Hi, Ciara, how are you?
Arriving into fetal assessment, parents of two, Ciara and Mickey. When they first met, Ciara was keen to make an early impression.
I texted him.
Yeah, you did, that's right. What time?
6.
On a what?
On a Saturday night.
On a Sunday morning.
He was jumped, couldn't wait to go down to the pub to tell the lads. You never guess who texts me.
And the response I got was, really? That time?
Did you get any rest last night? No. It's just the discomfort.
We went for an early scan.
I need to take a closer look, she said, because she said it seems there's 2. And I said, sorry, what?
Yeah. And I started laughing. Ciara didn't.
So, Lucy?
Yeah.
And this is Evie here. I think that's the best we can do of the two of them. The two of them together. Evie's bum on Lucy's head. And there's Evie. You can see her hand really clearly there.
I was delighted then. I was hoping it was 2 boys, like, to even it up, you know, because I was already 3-1 down. And then, then we found out it was 2 more girls. So it'd be 5-1 down.
I was thinking, God, 3 kids under 2. Like, how will I cope? That's what I was thinking. And then I went for my 16-week checkup, and they scanned me. That's when we got the news.
At their local hospital, during a routine scan, Ciara and Mickey were told some devastating news.
She basically sort of said, your little baby's not, he's going to die, was the term, was the words we used. Your little baby's going to die, and that's the words that stuck in my head.
All of this dark area here is the amniotic fluid belonging to Evie, so this is quite increased. We wouldn't normally see this degree of amniotic fluid. So we can say, compared to Lucy, that she is lacking a skull bone.
I was given the diagnosis that I was carrying the baby with anencephaly.
Anencephaly is a failure of formation of the fetal skull bones, and this leaves the brain tissue exposed. And so essentially what it means is that ultimately the baby has minimal or no residual brain tissue left. Now obviously this is a very serious abnormality, and unfortunately one that means that a baby cannot survive for any significant length of time after delivery.
It sounds selfish now, but I couldn't think. I could only focus on the news I was given, like, you know. And everyone would say to me, like, you know, you're going to have to, you know, stay healthy, and, you know, you still have a healthy baby in there, but it took over, you know. I just felt sick every time I thought of it.
It was just filled with worry then. There was no excitement, there was no looking forward to it, and it was, like, my whole head was, like, we just had always through it, you just had to get through it.
Little pinch, you're all right.
Ciara has to have a difficult procedure today to drain excess amniotic fluid from her womb.
Are you all right there? When a baby has anencephaly, the problem is that they often don't swallow, and when a baby in utero is not swallowing the amniotic fluid builds up. And so this is what posed the risk of the pregnancy in this case. As the pregnancy went on, there was more and more fluid building up around Evie. When there's a lot of fluid, obviously, first and foremost, it makes the mum very, very uncomfortable, but it also significantly increases the risk of preterm labour.
How much have you out?
250 mils. I'll probably do more because they're about 60 in each, really.
What's the target?
Ideally, if we could take at least a litre off, but let's just see how you are. I mean, we keep going for the defence, is it? Yeah. The risk of actually doing it is that in doing the procedure, you can sometimes trigger labour. So while on one hand you're doing it to reduce the risk of preterm labour, it in itself is a risk for labour happening. The main discomfort from this procedure actually comes from the uterus contracting. When you put a needle through the uterus, because it's a muscle, it will contract.
Well done. All done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to say you're having twins. Like, a few people have said to me, "Oh God, you know," and especially with a 19-month at home. You know what I mean?
Hands will be full,
Oh, your hands will be full. Three babies, and you'd just rather not correct them. So you're just like, yeah, But then deep in the back of your head, you're only getting to bring one baby home, like. So yeah, it can be tough.
Are you living out now? You're not at home?
Yeah. No. Rent's only
you were
$450.
living at home.
No, I moved out when I was like 19.
Really?
Yeah.
I just assumed you were.
No, I live with 3 lads. Yeah. It's great crack.
You still got the dog?
Yeah. And Ralph, yeah. 4 lads.
Arriving into the delivery suite in the throes of labour is mum of 4, Ekaterina.
Now, so you feel contractions, you can breathe on the gas there. Nice, slow breaths. All right.
Я приехала в Ирландию просто поработать и заработать деньги, потому что у меня в Молдавии была дочка, оставалась дочка, и я просто хотела заработать на квартиру. Ну и тут я познакомилась с мужем, и у меня планы просто изменились.
Is baby boy or girl? You don't know? Surprise.
I think it's a girl, maybe. Тут мы зарегистрировали наш брак, тут были наши встречи, тут рождались наши дети.
And you have 2 boys and 2 girls already, don't you?
No, I have 1 boy and 3 girls.
1 boy and 3 girls.
Я очень хотела большую семью, потому что сама моя семья из большой семьи. Моя бабушка имела 8 детей, моя прабабушка 14.
Is that all pressure, Katrina, you're feeling? Is it all pressure?
Do you feel like you need to go to the toilet? No, do you feel like you need to go to the toilet?
Sorry, I speak very bad.
No, that's okay.
When there's a language barrier, usually the partner may speak English. But in this situation, because her partner was at home looking after the children, he wasn't there for us to ask questions and try and communicate through him.
Do you feel like pushing? Yes, okay. You need water, okay.
Katerina was overwhelmed with the pains when she came over, and it was obvious from once she arrived that she was going to deliver fairly fast.
So, Katrina, is it okay if I check to see if the neck of the room is fully open for you to push? Will I?
Я когда родила первую дочку, у меня, да, действительно были боли, и я думала, что после этого больше не буду иметь детей, я больше не хочу, такие боли у меня были сильные, но это были первые роды у меня. А после этого, когда я уже рожала ребенка, я просто была приготовлена к этому.
Is it all pressure you're feeling? Do you feel baby move down? A little. Okay, all right. Will we move you up the bed a little bit? No. Okay.
Lucinda, you're not just
No, I'm grand. No, lads, come on. Lads, don't make me feel old. I don't. I'm grand hanging over here.
Well done, Katrina.
Just 40 minutes after arriving in the delivery suite, Ekaterina is close to giving birth.
The baby's head is nearly born now.
We're nearly there. Well done.
Okay. Good girl.
You know that they're overwhelmed with the pain, and you have to reassure them that you are there for them and that you will get them through this and that it will be short-lived.
That's it.
Well done.
It's okay? Do you feel it coming up? Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming.
All right.
Well done.
Ну, все мамы кричат, потому что, конечно, есть боли, они очень сильные, но эти боли забываются. Когда ты рожаешь ребенка, все эти боли как бы прошли, как будто и не были. У всех боли есть.
Now, Katrina, give us a small little push. Katrina, give us a small little push. Now, blow. That's it. Now, Katrina, your baby's head is delivered. Your baby's head is delivered now, okay? Right. Okay. That's it. And again. Katrina, take a deep breath in. There you go.
Well done.
Oh, it's fine, big baby. Look at your baby been born. Look down. Look down. Yay! Well done. Oh, wow. Yes.
Well done.
Do you know what you were having, Katrina? Did you know what you were having? Do you want to see? Look. A little boy. Look at him. Isn't he lovely?
Я думала, что скажет мой муж, потому что он тоже ждал девочку. У нас было имя просто для девочки.
Have you a name for him?
No, you don't. I think it's girl and put the name Abigail.
Okay, all
Boy,
right.
I don't know.
Okay.
И когда я всем сказала, что у меня мальчик, только моя дочка сказала, я сказала, что у меня будет братик, а не сестра. Только моя дочь верила этому.
Это я только что родила. Мальчика. Да.
Ну, я родила. После того, как я родила, я позвонила сначала первому мужу и сказала, что у нас сын. И сын сказал, как сын? У нас же дочка. Я говорю, нет, у нас сын. И все были рады, очень рады. Все там кричали, особенно моя дочка старшая. Муж его назвал, Альберт.
Are they happy? Good news? Boy? Every happy boy.
Ну, я когда родила первого ребенка, мне казалось, что у меня самый красивый ребенок из всех, что у меня самый лучший ребенок. Но когда я уже родила мальчика, я тоже самое думала, у меня самый красивый мальчик из всех, у меня самые красивые дети. Ну, я не отличала детей между ними, у меня все дети красивые, я их просто всех люблю.
Just hours after being born, Ekaterina's son Albert had an unexpected spike in temperature. For the past 2 days, he's been in the intensive care unit for treatment and observation.
When I delivered my baby, everything is okay. Temperature is 37, it's okay. 38 temperature. I don't know what's happening. Now I'm waiting result. I don't know.
He's an ugly baby.
What's his feeling now?
So he's no fever now. He's good. We're treating him as if that he might have an infection because he had the temperature after he was born, and then he had another temperature again as well.
Now it's well, yeah?
Now it's good.
Yeah.
And yesterday when he came down for his tests, we noticed that the oxygen level in his blood was dipping a little bit, but it's been fine since he's gone into his little box. And then there was also some people said they noticed a little noise when he was breathing. So I'm just going to open up the incubator and see if I can hear it.
All right.
Что это у меня первый случай в жизни было такое, и я не понимала, что вроде нормальный ребенок, большой, красивый, а он сидит в инкубаторе, а там сидели все маленькие дети. И я не могла понять, что происходит. Я просто...
I'll wait and hear about the noise he's making when he's breathing. I'll speak to the nurse who's looking after him and see.
That's it clear here? Here it's clear?
Here it's clear when I listen. He has lovely breath sounds. It doesn't sound like anything.
Я очень хотела домой. Как мама, все хотят домой.
He's feeding well, which he's doing at the moment. And if he's gaining weight, which we don't expect him to at the moment, but he will, then we don't worry too much about that noise because it tends to just go away.
Thank you very much. I'm relaxed now.
Congratulations, he really is lovely.
Now it's fine. Monday I can go home. Oh my God.
All right, so we do these clay prints? Yeah. All right, I'm going to take them.
After a few days at home, Ciara, who's had 2 previous C-sections, went into early labour and delivered her twins by emergency C-section. Ciara and Mickey named the girls Lucy and Evie. Evie sadly passed away shortly after birth.
They had to rush me to theatre. But there wasn't even any time to give me the epidural or the spinal block, so they had to knock me out, which I didn't want because, obviously, Evie. So...
They had no option.
They had no option because the baby, I was fully dilated, the babies were coming. Lucy was born at 5 to 6, and Evie was born at 5:57, and she stayed with us for...
7:03. She went, so it was an hour and 6 minutes. She was alive.
But she waited till I came round.
She did, yeah.
So, that was nice.
Mm-hmm.
I was delighted to see her then still alive. And to get a few minutes even with her.
Now, I might do your toes first. Now, chicken. Good girl. Ah, that's perfect.
They brought Evie out to me, and I was there, my own. I spent the time talking to her and telling her about, telling her about who I was, who her mum was, and her brother, her sisters, and I said about granny, and, grandparents and cousins, and I told her about the dogs. But I wanted her to know all the things. Even though she was only there for an hour, she was somebody, and this is what she would have been.
Bereavement midwife Emma takes hand and footprints from Evie's sister Lucy too.
I'm sorry, chicken. I know. I'm so sorry. That's it, sweetheart. That's it. All done. It's all about making memories. I mean, they started off together so that every memory that you make, as much as we can, we include Evie and Lucy. So, like the clay prints, while we're doing them for Evie, that we'll do them for Lucy, and Mum and Dad would have them together. All done. Slightly more difficult. She moves a lot. Yeah, she really wiggles. So, that's the two of them. So Lucy and Evie.
There's not that much difference in the hands.
No.
I thought Lucy's was going to be a lot longer.
Okay.
We knew they were not going to get much opportunity to share anything, so we hadn't thought about middle names for them. So we called it was Lucy May Brennan and then Evie May. So they share a name.
Yeah, that was lovely. Something with the two of them. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
Lucy is recovering well in intensive care.
Is this the first time I've seen her face?
That's amazing.
You can say hello. Hello. This is the first time I've seen with nothing. Yeah, every other time it's been a mask or a hat or something. I can't tell now who she looks like. You open her eyes? Hey, yeah. She was giving straight to me outside the ward. Now, I was an absolute mess at the time. But, I think it all came out then. Since that, it's more concern for Lucy, I wasn't coming in here knowing it was going to be a happy ending. It never was going to be a happy ending. Well, in regards to Evie, but with Lucy now, she came a bit early, which has just added to it all, Nothing holding her back now, it's just whether or not she can push on, but what would I know about it all,
Perfect.
This side?
Yeah.
It's okay like this?
Yeah, perfect. Hello, little woman. Hello, little woman. No. Lucy Goosey. See, last night, she was waking me going. That's the first time I think it was killing me. It's horrible. Whereas usually she's asleep, so you're kind of like, right. But she was like staring at me as if to say, where are you going? You saying hi? I'm exhausted. Yes. She's worth it. I see you. I do. I do. Yes. Yeah. Say hi. Yeah.
St James's Hospital, Inner City, Dublin. One of the country's biggest and busiest hospitals.
You did really well.
Big breath in, please.
Over 400,000 patients are treated here every year for a huge range of illnesses.
I was diagnosed with HIV. I thought I was going to die of AIDS.
Here, life and death are daily realities.
Oh, God. Pressure is pretty low. You bring your A game.
Security cameras, bay doors, please. From the front line to the back office, hard decisions have to be made.
The hospital is full. There just physically isn't anywhere to put these patients.
And the pressure is always, always on.
It's a national emergency.
Six-year-old Trevor Plowman has been a patient at the Mercer's Institute for Successful Ageing in St James's Hospital for the last 6 months. He's keen to go home.
26th of September last year. And how I came to be here was that I had quite a serious stroke.
This is Trevor's scan. This is brain scan, this is MR scan. And you can see very clearly where the stroke is, just there. Now, the problem with Trevor is a lot of the nerve fibres that run from the part of the brain that controls movement runs through that part of the brain. So it's quite a small stroke. It's only a couple of centimetres in diameter. It's probably about 3 centimetres long. It's just in a very bad place.
What I want to do is to at least get myself on my feet so that I can actually walk again. Then I can go home.
I wouldn't want everybody to go home. I want everyone to get independent, but I have to use the experience I have and my knowledge of the subject to say, well, in this case, it's looking very difficult. We push the boat out a bit, we extend the stay, we look at rehabilitation techniques, we try different things. There's a certain point you reach where you go, well, it doesn't really look like he's going to make it over that next fence.
Hello.
Look who we have to see you today.
Hello, Ruby. Come on. How are you, my friend?
There you go. Say hello.
Hello. How are you?
We have a number of challenges with him. His house is beautiful, but it's structurally very difficult for somebody who'd be living in a wheelchair to manage in. The second thing is that tragically, Trevor's daughter died a few years ago, and Trevor has no other really close relatives who could provide him with one-to-one care.
I've got your lovely silky ear. Aren't I a lucky person? I have a love of dogs because of the two that we have at home, 2 little Jack Russells, which we inherited from our daughter, who's sadly no longer with us, but probably doing veterinary work for our supreme being. Anyway, she was a qualified physiotherapist, and she worked in the Mater Hospital. But that's as far as I can go. I can't talk about it much more. I've been getting intensive physiotherapy to try to bring back into circulation my left leg and my left arm. The left arm has been sort of left on the long finger because concentrating on walking has been most important. I was told that I would probably never leave a wheelchair. That's not me. I'm going to hopefully one day walk out of hospital.
George, can you hear me? Oh God, you're not feeling too great now, are you? Don't worry, we're going to call the doctors, okay?
Oh, I can't breathe and my chest hurts. Help! Go away.
20-year-old Bumi Oyatola is rushed to the emergency department. In severe pain, he is immediately administered morphine.
How long ago did you get the morphine?
35 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
Bumi has a blood condition called sickle cell disease. His red blood cells are curved instead of flat, which causes blockages in his veins and arteries. When an attack happens, it's called a sickle cell crisis, which can cause serious organ damage or even death.
Once you get a crisis, it spreads really quickly, and the pain, 1 minute it could be like 2, the next minute it could be like 10. And the only thing that could make the pain better is morphine. It's like one of the strongest painkillers.
Bumi needs an emergency red cell exchange, which removes sickle cells and replaces them with healthy donor blood.
For me, it's just like same old, nothing new, really.
24 hours later, consultant Emma Toohey comes to check on Bumi.
Hi, Bumi.
Hey.
Now, how are you doing today?
Better than yesterday, so yeah, I'm good.
Okay, and the PCA then, they've stopped it completely?
Yeah, I'm going on the tablets now.
Okay,
yeah.
fine. And so any pain, how's your pain on a scale of 1 to 10?
It's 5, it's just like gradually going down.
Okay, so I'm just going to have a quick listen to your chest, okay? Just going to get you to sit forward for me, and I'll listen through here, that's fine. Deep breath in and out. So sickle cell disease is an inherited condition. It is more common or more prevalent in those of African descent, but it's found in other parts of the world, such as the Middle East and in South America. One of the main complications is that of a painful crisis. Now, some of my female patients have told me that the pain is actually worse than childbirth.
This illness can be life-threatening, and I'm still alive. After all the amount of attacks I've had, there's even some times where I even forget that I have this illness that will just be, going on as a normal teenage boy, that's what teenage boys do in their life around this time, basically. So it's just trying not to make it a big deal, pretty much, is what I do.
The first time I met this guy was in Crumlin Hospital, and we had a blood transfusion together. Yeah. And I was just doing my own thing on my phone. Yeah. And this guy comes to me and says, "Yo, nice shoes, bro." Oh man, that's mad, bro. That's mad.
Just like to say to everybody, thanks. We've had so much good fun, and we had busy times, but yeah, no matter how busy it was, we had time for each other. And thanks again.
I'll say one last time. That's not my job.
That's not my job. Look at that. Never go home to her job.
Some 93% of surgeons in Ireland are male. Sarah Early is one of the very few female cardiac surgeons. Today, she's seeing patient Patricia Ryan, who has a faulty valve in her aorta.
What happens when you get on a hill?
I just breathing and,
Okay.
really, trying to get my breath.
Okay.
And it's hard.
Looking back now, how long would you say this is going on?
Definitely looking 6-7 years.
Okay. But getting significantly worse though?
Yeah. I'm getting ready for tomorrow, so hopefully. Just wanted to come and get it over and done with. You prefer not to be here, but sure, if I get what I get done, then I'll be going home, so that'll be fine, Smoking? Oh, my 45, 46 years professionally. Near enough.
All right then, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, thanks. Bye. I'm 35 weeks pregnant. So clearly there are time pressures with regard to the number of cases that I can perform. I think the most important thing is that I can perform these cases safely and I feel comfortable operating. Any last-minute questions or anything?
No, I'm grand now.
There aren't really in the world that many female cardiac surgeons, and in Ireland there aren't that many female surgeons. Certainly I have had a number of patients quite surprised when they see me and have asked, well, but when is the actual surgeon coming? Sometimes I do feel it might be slightly easier if I was maybe 5 kilos heavier with a beard and grey hair. Definitely. I wouldn't get asked as many questions. One man actually said to me, he goes, I'd much rather have a woman, because if you're a woman doing this job, you must be really good. And I was like, correct. This bit here, we're going to open all this. So this is just a little bit of fat that sits on top. So you can see moving underneath here is the heart, see that? So we're just going to open up the little sac that the heart sits in. And as we open all of this stuff, we're coming down onto the aorta, which is the main blood vessel out of the heart. So you can see there's her aorta, and there's her heart.
To repair Patricia's aorta, Sarah has to temporarily stop the heart. Patricia is put on a bypass machine, which takes over the function of her heart and lungs during the operation.
Okay, coming on bypass.
You're stopping there, I think.
Okay, yes,
Nice.
You've got stasis.
How much have you in?
That is 450.
Okay. Knife, please. So we make a hole in the aorta now. And right up on your blue.
Right up on blue.
Good God. Wow.
Patricia's aorta is worse than expected.
So that is a very, very, very abnormal aortic valve. It's very, very calcified and very abnormal. Sorry, I'm actually even crushed it so hard. So hopefully it doesn't detach when I take it away.
If the calcium detaches, there is a high risk it could travel to Patricia's brain, where it could cause a life-threatening stroke.
Jenny Mac, how is this woman getting around? It's terrible, isn't it? Okay.
Cardiac surgeon Sarah Early is seeking to repair Patricia Ryan's damaged aorta. She's discovered extensive calcium deposits on the valve. If the calcium isn't removed carefully, there's a risk it could travel to Patricia's brain and cause a stroke.
There's all that calcium that I was talking right down into Michael. Oh, God. Okay, if I can take off a bit more stuff. Okay, can I get the sizers again, thanks? I think if this comes away, we'll be in good shape. Yes, thanks.
The calcium deposits are successfully removed and a mechanical valve is sewn into the aorta. Patricia is now ready to come off bypass, which will test the success of the repair.
Can we get ready to fill the heart and blow on the lungs?
Okay. Ready to fill?
Okay, fill away.
Filling now.
And keep filling, 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 filling.
Quarter. Off bypass.
Okay, your line is good here?
Thank you.
Okay, right. Clamp is off, right up on the blue.
Right up on blue?
Right up on blue.
Good.
I'm not really sure what rhythm that is at the moment. It's very wide to say.
Patricia's heart has entered a dangerous, irregular rhythm, suggesting something is wrong.
There. Down on flow for a sec.
Down on flow.
Okay. Back up.
Back up.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Brilliant.
After applying a small electric shock to Patricia's heart, it finally returns to a normal rhythm.
Hang on, it's better at this side, is it?
American-born Bob Bevans has cancer of the mouth. Tomorrow, he will undergo one of the most complex surgeries provided by St. James's Hospital. Part of his mouth and jaw will be removed and then rebuilt using bone from his leg. Bob's speech and swallow could be altered permanently.
I had this little place in my mouth like an ulcer, and I went to the doctor and he looked at it and he said, God, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm looking at. So I went to my local dentist, and as soon as he seen it, he said, oh boy, he said, no, this is no good. So he sent me further afield then.
Why don't we just sit in here in one of the rooms? Yeah.
Bob and his daughter are attending a last consultation with his two surgeons the day before the operation. Paul Lennon will remove the tumour.
We'll be going through the lip here. You'll have a scar going straight down, and then down along the neck, and then over to the side. We'll start off by clearing out the neck of any lymph nodes. There's no sign that the cancer has spread to the lymph nodes, but we still clear it out just in case. Then we'll move on and actually take out the tumour itself in the bit in the bottom of the mouth, so what we call the floor of the mouth. And the jawbone itself, we've been taking out obviously the chunk of the jawbone. Do you guys have any questions for me?
Well, no.
You stop smoking now?
Well, to tell you the truth, I've been smoking an odd one.
Even the healing is better when you're not smoking, if you know what I mean. And afterwards, certainly when you're going through the radiation, the smoking is like the one thing that you can do that we have no power over, if you know what I mean. That like you've got the power over. Like.
I just show you without the bone. You can see that we still have this amount, but as you know how far we are more or less from this tooth.
Surgeon Conor Barry will conduct the second part of the surgery, reconstructing Bob's jaw using bone from his leg.
We have a special scanning protocol for these patients, and based on the CT scans we get, the raw data from the scans is uploaded to a website, and this company is based in Belgium. We then have this planning session, and they use the data that I've uploaded to digitally reconstruct both the jaws, but also where I'm going to take the graft from.
I'll just show you what the tumor is.
Yeah. My plan is to use the left fibula to reconstruct this segment. He's actually got a very V-shaped mandible.
Yeah.
Normally you try and restore it exactly, but sometimes perfection is the enemy of good. I think I'm happy with that, Martin. Are you happy?
Yeah.
We could touch the stars way up in the blues if you only say, darling, I love you. Heaven waits for those who dare to climb what? The stairway of love, the stairway of love.
Not just a pretty face.
It's 3 weeks since 20-year-old Bumi Oyetola had his sickle cell crisis. Today, he's back in hospital for another red cell exchange to remove his sickle cells and replace them with healthy donor blood. Boomy will need an exchange every month in order to prevent further crises.
Yeah, I remember this disgusting medicine.
In the blood bank here is where we keep our ongoing patient. One of those is Mr. Oyetola, is one of our sickle cell ongoing patient, and he needs, when he gets transfusion, he needs 10 red cell less than 10 days old with a particular, they're like a rare kind of red cell.
Boomy has a rare blood type. The blood he hopes to receive today is particularly precious because there are so few donors. Once out of the fridge, it needs to be used within a short time frame.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've received the blood in from the IBTS earlier on today, so I'm just going to get it out of the fridge now and reserve it for him in our lab system. They have 4 hours to use it, and if not, it's wasted basically, so that's why it's so strict. Hi, I'm ready for blood transfusion. I have some blood to go to Dennis Burger fridge, please.
Today, clinical nurse specialist Edel Crampton is hoping to get 10 bags of blood into Boomy. As the blood can only be at room temperature for a limited amount of time, she has to bring it up in batches.
Are you taking out or putting in? Please remove the blood unit.
If it's out too long or the veins are bad, the blood gets wasted, as I said, after 4 hours. So because the distance of the fridge, we can only bring it in small volumes. Feeling okay, Boomy?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Veins are going to be fabulous, aren't they? So we have 4 hours to get these 5 units in, if we can. And there's another 5 waiting for you. This is where we wait with suspense. Move your fingers in and out. No, the vein's gone completely flat.
Has it?
Yeah. So this is what we don't want to happen. We don't want to hear these beeps. Just going to maneuver your arm just to take the pressure. If you even keep it like that until we get up and running, see, it doesn't make it any better. Just straighten your arm a bit there for me.
If this blood exchange fails, Boomy will be more susceptible to an attack, which can be triggered by dehydration, infection, or even cold weather. The blood will also be wasted.
I'll just loosen that for a second, Boomy, because it looks like the dressing might be pulling it to one side. Just feel it. It's gone completely flat again. But some people, we don't know why, once they go in the machine,
It just flops.
yeah. See the way all your veins are going flat, it's like they go into spasm. It's going a bit better now. Come on! It's doing more now than it was. Keep going if we can get it up and running. No. If we don't get this done, this blood will be wasted. So that's where we all get very disappointed. But there's only so many times we can keep trying as well. So.
I just need to make sure we don't put 2 people into the one bed. Because that is not allowed, okay?
Bob Bevans is facing a highly complex 10-hour operation to remove a tumour from his mouth. This will require a large section of his jaw to be removed before reconstruction using bone from his leg.
Jesus, that thing's not going to be pretty. I'll wake up probably about 12 o'clock to that, even if I'm lucky. Yeah, it's good. It's an all-day thing, I believe. So just wait and see.
Ah. Good morning.
How are you doing?
How are you?
Good. Yeah, the waiting's the worst thing.
Okay.
Okay.
You just relax there for the
I'll
moment.
see you then.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Good stuff. Hopefully we'll have some good news soon.
I do too.
My part of the surgery is pretty straightforward, that I just have to take the cancer out. The cancer might be a little bit bigger, or the cancer might be a little bit worse than we think on the scans or by looking at it. So we might have to take a little bit more. You know, not everything works out every time, so hopefully it will all go to plan and hopefully it'll be run very smoothly.
You know, as I said to Bob, you always have to have a plan B in surgery and possibly a plan C as well, because there's so many uncontrollables in surgery.
As head and neck surgeon, Paul Lennon starts operating on Bob's throat. Conor Barry starts the difficult job of removing bone from Bob's leg for the reconstruction. It's critical that the bone has a strong blood supply.
The bone is out, blood supply has been dissected. That's the little blood vessel going to the skin.
Surgeon Paul Lennon isolates the tumour, ready to begin the job of removing it.
So we've taken a good bit of tissue around it as well, because it's eating into the bone in this way. Straight down. So.
Cancers are often more sneaky than you think. So to get clear margins, we take a good 1 centimetre. You can already see around there, there's a centimetre of what we call normal mucosa, normal tissue around it. And that hopefully is enough. That means that, yes, if it's eaten into the bone, he'll probably need radiation as well, but it might save him from getting chemoradiation if we don't have what we call positive margins.
With the tumour removed, surgeon Conor Barry begins the difficult and complex part of the operation to reconstruct Bob's face and jaw. This procedure will determine how much speech and swallow function Bob will have in the future. Bob Bevans has been in surgery for 7 hours now. The tumour in his mouth has been removed and a bone graft from his leg has been put in place to reconstruct his jaw. The next stage requires intricate and painstaking microsurgery.
We always kind of think when the microscope comes in, we're in the home straight, but in reality, really we've got a fair bit of surgery left to go.
Surgeon Conor Barry needs to carefully stitch the vessels attached to Bob's implanted leg bone to the veins and arteries in his jaw. The team also take a skin graft from Bob's leg to replace the skin on the inside of his mouth.
We need to know that there's arterial blood going to all the tissue and being drained out. If there's no blood going to it, it'll be really white, which is what worried me. There probably wasn't a huge amount of blood going to that skin, even before we attacked him with knives. Long day, yeah. At least it's only once a week.
Bob has come through the operation. He now faces an anxious wait to see if his swallow and speech have been maintained.
You're okay. Can you give my hand a big squeeze?
Okay, we need to stop the compressions.
Okay.
Stop the compressions.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. And you have to actually,
Okay.
once I literally had to, sorry for this, reach over and just grab his right arm there, will you? Literally had to do that.
Trevor Plowman has been in St James's Hospital for 6 months now, after suffering a stroke which left him in a wheelchair. Trevor hoped to return home, but has accepted that's no longer an option.
We've agreed that he's probably going to need, certainly in the short to medium term, some level of care, and he's asked to be referred to Leopardstown Park Hospital.
Hiya, Trevor. How are you
Hello,
today?
Professor. I'm very well indeed, thank you.
And how's the arm?
It's coming along.
A few days ago, Trevor was moved to the Kilmainham ward, a holding ward for patients awaiting discharge. His physiotherapy has stopped, though he is still determined to walk again.
I was disappointed at the rule that physio couldn't be continued on for me up here, but then I understand that if they made an exception for one, then the whole ward...
It's a matter of just resources. I mean, it's just a matter of resources. It's just...
Yes, I understand that. Place the unaffected leg under the affected leg. Fortunately, I had made enough of an impression on the two physios. They came up with 2 sheets of paper, illustrated, with instructions of how to keep myself fit in the wheelchair. Use the unaffected leg to assist the affected leg up to a straight knee position. Do 1 set 2 times a day. We are human beings, even though we're patients, and we have our own determination to do our own things. And that's what I'm going to do.
Control to all units there. We have a missing patient, age 51. He's wearing blue jeans and a navy striped jumper.
No.
Cardiac surgeon Sarah Early makes her final rounds before going home. She comes to see Patricia Ryan, whose aorta was severely damaged.
Everything went really well yesterday. We took out the old valve, put in a new valve, put the mechanical valve in, and everything was absolutely fine. Good. Your heart is in really good shape. It's very, very, very strong. But I'm not sure how you were getting around for as long as you were with the valve that you had, because it was very bad. Oh. And the other good thing is your heart rate is back to normal, so there's no problems with that, so no need for a pacemaker or anything like that. Great. So it's good. Great. It's all good news.
Thank you.
Any questions? No?
Sarah is 36 weeks pregnant and will soon go on maternity leave.
I am pretty heavily pregnant now, and I was concerned about how I would be able to operate and how long I would be able to operate for. So I've been very lucky that I've been able to operate the whole way through. I mean, patients get a little uneasy and they look at me, but you know, it's pregnancy, it's not a disease. You know, I'm still able to function as a human, I'm still able to do my job, so yeah, it's been okay, it's been good. I think my one major concern is, you know, on call, I can't really bring the baby in with me, so that is going to be a problem. But we'll figure that out. I don't know how I'm going to figure it out. We'll figure it out.
You do a lap of the corridor.
Oh, here we go,
We'll go up here.
Now, one thing we're not doing is holding hands, right? This is a hospital, not a comedy show.
Come on, we'll do the whole way, will we?
Hello.
How are you?
You're looking well today.
Plum Orsing.
Yeah. Or licking their arse, as they call them, playing words.
It's 2 weeks since stroke patient Trevor Plowman was moved to a holding ward. He's still waiting for a place to come free in his chosen nursing home. He remains hopeful that he'll walk again.
I've been verbally told that I'm accepted and on a priority list. And they have something extra to what physios here have, and that's hydrotherapy. So I'm very interested in that and hoping that that will help my left leg back to full use. Trevor is my name.
In the meantime, Trevor attends the Mercer's Institute for Successful Ageing choir group in the hospital's creative life space.
You're an inpatient, are you in long?
Since last September.
Oh, no. And you're trying to
Stroke.
Can you walk? Can you...
Not yet. I've got strength in the right side, fortunately.
Yeah.
But
the left leg, is it?
the left leg and left arm.
Was your speech affected at the start?
No. Thank goodness.
Right, so let's do a quick
warm up. Everybody who can stand, stand.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, your own pitch. Are we ready? And ooh.
Hopefully I'll be invoiced today. The choir I used to be in was the Jubilate choir, and that's based in the very big church in Temple Oak. And I loved it. I was sang in the bass section there. I must say it gave me a great boost. You know, it has a great feel-good factor, and I really enjoyed the effect of music upon me.
Very nice. How does that feel? Good.
Bumi Oyetola has sickle cell disease and suffers frequent, hugely painful attacks. Staff are trying to exchange healthy blood for his sickle cell blood. However, because of frequent hospital admissions, Bumi's veins are prone to collapse.
So we have a bigger needle. It's
bigger needle?
Yeah, and it's metal and it stays in the arm. But it's good.
Okay.
If we can get a vein big enough to hold it. But these look, it'll be kind of your last try. What do you think?
Okay, let's try this one.
No. You want to close your eyes? Think happy thoughts?
Thinking happy thoughts.
Nothing. Mystery. Gone completely flat again. To try and avoid wasting all the units, we can transfuse some of them. So at least his levels will still come down. Hopefully we'll get some blood and some good out of today.
Clinical nurse specialists Noel Nowell and Adele Crampton were hoping to exchange 10 units of blood today. 5 units have been taken from the fridge, 2 units were transfused, which means 3 units of blood will need to be discarded.
We're literally trying since 3 o'clock to get it up and running. So there'll be actually 3 wasted.
This is the biggest amount of blood that's gone to waste, which is really sad, you know, all the time and effort spent getting the blood and then getting it here and stuff like that.
Thanks a million. Bye, bye-bye.
It didn't take so much of my time, to be honest, but at the same time, you know, I'd much rather be in college than here, but I obviously have to be here for reasons. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
As the blood exchange procedure failed, Bumi had a more simple blood transfusion. He will return to the hospital every 3 weeks for further transfusions.
With the snowman. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? Oh!
Just gonna have a look here. Say all for me.
Ah, for you.
3 weeks ago, Bob Bevans had a complex 10-hour surgery to remove a tumour from the floor of his mouth. Surgeon Conor Barry reconstructed his lower jaw with bone from his leg.
So this is the leg bone, or the fibula bone, that we've transferred from the leg up to the jaw. It's a fairly short section of bone. I wanted to position it a little bit above the lower border so that we can, at a later stage, put in some dental implants and give him some more teeth. Bob's lost the nerve on this side. The patients cope very well. They adapt very well to having numbness on one side of their lip and chin, but not both. The morbidity is greatly increased. So that's why we've bent the plate downwards and following the contour of the jaw towards the lower border to avoid that nerve.
The operation to remove the tumour and rebuild the jawbone has been a success. However, Bob's speech and swallow function also need to be assessed. Surgeon Conor Barry is joined by surgeon Paul Lennon.
I'm just going to have a look in your mouth and check the, and that's is the skin from your free flap. And when we first put that in, Bob, it was the same colour as it was pale white, pasty white, like the skin of your legs from the Irish winter. But now it's a lovely pink. It's taken on the same kind of hue as the other tissues in the mouth, so I'm really pleased with that. It's sealed up the mouth from the neck. It's maintained the mobility of the tongue. Stick your tongue out, Bob. So Bob has excellent tongue mobility over to here and over to here. And you can tell that anyway by the fact that he has really good speech and swallow. In fact, I think in a few weeks or a couple of months, nobody will even know you've had surgery.
I doubt it. I'd be very surprised.
Yeah.
Good
Good stuff.
Oh, no, I'm very quite happy with both of the work both gentlemen done.
No, you've done very well.
Yeah, you've healed up really, really well.
You're brilliant, the two of you, I must say. You're full mark.
Thank you very much, Bob. We're probably got you cured, but we'll take every percentage that we can get. So I think, the best thing will be to give you radiation as well.
Important to stay strong now for the next part of the treatment.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Good stuff.
I'd like to thank the both of you.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Thanks to you too.
No problem.
Sure we'll meet again.
We will. We'll be looking after you for a long, long time.
Yeah. You'll be coming back to our clinic. You'll be sick of the sight of us.
Well, the daughter's going to pick me up and she's going to whisk me back down to Tipperary. We'll get back down in God's country then. Yeah, that's the well-wishers that said that I'd never make it back. That I was 10 to 1 that I wouldn't make it. Yeah, I fooled them all. I even put a tenner on myself. I doubt if I'll go back on the cigarettes, to tell you the truth. And I've smoked over 50 years. Nobody can smoke cigarettes over 50 years and not do something, Never even pick up the first cigarette and light it, because you're doomed. If you light the first one, you're going to light the second one. And then 50 years down the road, you won't be lighting them. They'll be lighting you up down the crematorium. That's what will be lighting next.
So our guy is on the campus.
What's he wearing?
James is great top. He's fighting with them.
Yeah.
There.
There.
Every one of them walks past the camera. Every one of them will be identifiable.
Yeah.
Right, there's your money shot then.
Grand, well, I'll download that anyway for the guards.
We have him for the assault, we have him for the threats, we have pictures of him. It's up to the guards to pursue this now, right? But we're just giving them as much as we can.
Stroke patient Trevor Plowman has been in St James's for 7 months now. Today, he leaves for a nursing home in County Dublin.
Best of luck, Trevor. It was a pleasure.
Oh, you're very nice.
Absolute pleasure.
Thank you, and I hope you're very happy together.
Good luck, Trevor.
In every aspect of life.
And you too. Very best of luck, Trevor.
Remember one word for both of us. Determination.
Determination.
That's it.
That's it. You're right, Trevor.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Cheerio. A smooth departure.
I forgot my L plates.
Just going in to say goodbye. I hope I'm not going to disturb anyone. Just push me in forward. Just going. I want to say goodbye to all of you. I'm off to Leopardstown. I'm at Park Hospital. Transferring. So we'll be. I won't be coming to you anymore. Sadly, because I've enjoyed my time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Lovely having you. Listen, it's been so lovely having you.
Not at all. It's
And
been
thanks very much for all the singing. You're terrific.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. That was totally undeserved.
No, on the contrary.
Thank you very much indeed. Love you. A very positive journey. It means that I am progressing from one stage of recovery to the next, and I'm looking forward to it very much.